Good evening, everyone. I am Mark, your fat friend,
And I'm James, your black friend,
and this is the Fat and Black Connection.
where we talk about anything and everything. Well, as long as it's interesting to us.
Absolutely, because if it's not interesting to us, it certainly shouldn't matter to you.
100.
So it is December 27th, 2023.
Yeah.
It is 8:03 p.m. Pacific,
Yeah.
and we are live
Yeet.
and interactive,
Yeet.
which means
That we want your comments, your questions, your thoughts, whatever. We want to hear about it. Unless it's something stupid, and then we won't even bring it up. But,
speaking of stupid, Tyra's checking in, tired, tried to eat dinner in the break room, but my coworker fell asleep at the table. So I'm in the bus eating. How goes your holidays? And we also have the moms checking in. Hi there, guys.
hello there.
So, yes, we are live. We are interactive. Feel free to chat with us. We've got lots to talk about tonight.
Year in review, baby.
We're going to be doing some year in review. We're going to be doing a little bit of looking ahead. We're going to be just, chatting it up like we do. The important thing to always remember is that this is the time for me and James to catch up once a week to see how things are going.
See.
And you're just lucky enough that we let you in on the conversation. So with that being the case, before we start getting into anything, I have three options. I have two beverage options and one food option to start off with. So I have them laid out over here.
2 beverages and 1 food?
Yes.
Food first.
Huh?
Food first.
Okay. So we've done this before, and I've mentioned it before on the show, that Great Value or Walmart brand is doing their own candy bars.
Oh, yeah.
And
you know what? I still have. I guess I just didn't really look the last time I went.
so this time when we went to Walmart, they had a knockoff Milky Way, which I'm not a fan of, so I didn't get. But they did have a knockoff Three Musketeer.
Interesting.
Which they call
milk. Wait, you don't like Milky Way?
No, it's not my favorite. No. Yes, and as Jenny calls out, it was 54 cents for a king size bar, and it is called a Great Value Milk Chocolate Fluffy Nougat Bar.
Milk chocolate fluffy nougat bar. Come on, that's way too long.
I mean, it is an accurate descriptor if you're trying, because they can't call it
You
Three
can't call
Musketeer or
you couldn't call it yeah, I don't even know what you can call it. That seemed a little too hard there, bro.
Yeah.
For nougat. It's not really, that doesn't sound fluffy. That sounds
It's certainly more chewy than a Three Musketeer.
Yeah.
Flavor profile wise is very similar.
Yeah.
But it is good. And Sherry asks, James, are you going to be coming for Comic-Con?
What are you talking about? Kaboom Con?
I assume she's talking about Kaboom Con.
I have to be there.
Yeah.
It's 100% got to be there.
And Tyrus asked, did Gabriel Iglesias sign off on that name?
Fluffy bar. If that would be a good he would be a good sponsor though. They just called it, the fluffy bar.
For and by fluffy people.
Yeah. For fluffy people by fluffy.
Okay. I'm going to finish this later because it's too chewy.
Yeah. You need to watch that now or something?
I do.
Yeah.
So 1 or 2?
Number 2.
Okay. So we actually talked about this item a number of weeks ago, and just so happened to find it again at Walmart.
Walmart in the clutch.
Oreo International Delight Iced Coffee.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay. That's off to a bad start.
Why?
I cracked the can and it didn't open all the way. So I'm gonna have to like shove my finger in there and run the risk of slicing it open.
Don't do that. Just grab something else.
Okay. Nope. Here we go.
Oh.
So oh, it's 15 ounces.
Mhm.
It says coffee and milk beverage. It's just like we dunked Oreo cookies in your iced coffee. I don't taste the Oreo at all.
Oh.
It just tastes like a mocha latte that I would get from like Starbucks.
Do you have to shake it up or anything?
It didn't say to.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's fine. It's not bad. It's just
It's just not as
it doesn't
Oreo. It's not
yeah,
as Oreo-y as you would like it.
yeah, it doesn't taste like Oreo, which is kind of defeats the purpose. What am I paying for?
Right.
What are you drinking?
Well, holiday white ale to end the holiday season.
Holiday white ale.
Yeah. Good old Sam Adams. Citrusy and hazy. That's what it says. I like this one. I have I'm saving one for later because that one has become like my new favorite.
So I just finished it.
They're OVP.
Didn't taste any more like Oreo at the end than it did at the beginning.
That's just like we dunked an Oreo, but forgot to dunk the Oreo. Or they just dunked it in there and then they took it out and ate it.
Now this next one does specifically say to shake well before drinking. So so this is one we have not talked about before. This is by Hostess.
Oh.
Ding Dong artificial flavored iced latte.
Okay. I have seen those. Of course I don't drink coffee, so it's not worth me getting, but
Yeah, I don't generally drink coffee much either. But if I'm gonna do this. All right, so this is number 2. I'm gonna be buzzing all night probably, and there is no easy way to take the top label off, so I'm just gonna see if I can. Oh, pop
this
it.
is Hostess labeled.
It is branded by Hostess.
Okay.
So I mean, I doubt that they've opened up a coffee branch of their business, but okay. So here's a problem already. So it's not the label top piece is not perforated at all.
Oh wow, that's fun.
So I'm sitting here trying to. All right.
Get in there. Use teeth.
And as Tyra says, and is probably accurate, that drink is going to give you the bubble guts. You're probably not wrong, sir. All right, there we go. I got it off. Okay. Oh, it looks chunky inside.
They left the ding dong inside.
Okay. It doesn't even really smell of like coffee or chocolate for that matter. So one more time, ding dong.
Ding dong. Actually, I haven't had a ding dong in a long time.
So it doesn't really taste like a ding dong.
Wait, ding dongs are the hockey puck looking ones, right? Yeah, okay.
So it tastes like the cream filling of a ding dong.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't really taste like the chocolate though, which is interesting. And again, concerning, there's this buildup.
It's not expired, right?
It says it's good till April 15th of 23. Oh no. No, I'm just kidding. 24. Yeah, that would be bad. Oh, drinking all this coffee got me feeling like Santa drinking his 1,358,536 glass of milk for the night.
What?
Oh, that's a lot of coffee.
And
And
Austin.
indeed, we are live and interactive. And since we do still have Tyrus around, this is great actually, because
Hey,
there's something that I wanted to talk about tonight. And I really needed
hey,
Tyrus.
Tyrus. I hope you're sitting down for this one.
Yeah. So, James, you can attest to this,
Yes.
as a matter of fact, that from a football perspective,
Yeah.
I am a huge fan
Yeah.
of a particular team
That's right.
who happened to like dominate and destroy the San Francisco 49ers on Monday night. Christmas, it was one of the best Christmas gifts I got. It was an amazing game where going into the game, there were really three main contenders for the MVP right now of the league, and two of them are on the Niners. Christian McCaffrey as a running back probably will never happen. It almost always goes to a quarterback. We know this. The last time a running back got it was a shared prize. Brock Purdy. Yeah, there was co MVPs.
Oh.
Brock Purdy was probably the number one contender going into this game.
Yeah. Not after it though.
Number two was probably Lamar from the Ravens. Maybe three, but I think after this game, Purdy's out. Like, just to call out some of those defensive stats for the Ravens: dominating 4 sacks, 5 interceptions, 4 of which were on Brock Purdy, and 11 passes defensed.
Well, not he was tipped. He got tipped. So,
and Tyrus says I'm bandwagon.
Nah. There was a Super Bowl
between the Niners and Ravens. Yeah. And what jersey was I wearing?
Mark was wearing that Ravens jersey. So
yes,
yeah,
I have been rocking the Ravens since 2009 when I moved to the East Coast and lived in just outside of Baltimore in Rockville, Maryland.
Yeah.
So I have been a fan of the Ravens for well over a decade now.
Yeah, he likes the Titans too, but it's not like, but he doesn't have a Titans jersey.
No, Titans. So Titans was a deal that I made with myself a number of years ago. The Music City Miracle was the first Super Bowl that I was like super invested in as a kid. And I so when they lost at the 1 yard line and everything, I said, I'm going to be a fan of that team until they win a Super Bowl. And I support the Titans. They still have yet to win a Super Bowl. But the Ravens are my team. They are my legit team every year that I am rooting for and supporting. And so I was very excited for this game because to me it was, Super Bowl rematch.
Yep.
The two number one teams in the league, the number one AFC, number one NFC.
Yeah.
And I was expecting a good game. I honestly didn't go into it with the mindset that we were going to win. I thought the Niners have been looking pretty good this year. Then again, they've looked pretty good the last number of years.
They've yeah.
I was hopeful. The game started off very badly with the very rare safety. It was very stupid. Yeah, I was very concerned, and then Niners came back down, got the field goal, so they were up 5-0. I was like, this is not a good start. And then everything went the other way.
All right.
So ultimately, I am very excited to say that the Ravens dominated the hell out of the Niners.
Nevermore.
And I feel very good about our prospects if there should be a Super Bowl rematch.
Nevermore.
Now, to be fair, I don't necessarily think the Niners or Ravens are going to get to the Super Bowl. I'd like to see that happen, but I don't think it's realistic that both of those teams make it back.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I think of the two teams...
The internet seems to think differently.
Oh, I know. Of the two teams, I think the Ravens have the easier path.
Yeah.
I think the AFC is just very much garbage this year in general. I mean, the Ravens at now, 11-3? That's not even, it's a good record. And they've got, a couple more games.
That's great record.
I don't know. I feel like those losses they have, they could have won those ones.
Yeah, but they lost.
should have.
So therefore they should have.
And of course, here goes fanboy. Purdy is still first in quarterback, and almost everything else. He's not out yet. This was a game that they could lose. No, it really wasn't. It will
They
be
could.
much different.
They could because they've clinched.
No, they
number
have
one
to.
seed.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, they have.
No, they haven't. They've clinched their division. They have not clinched the number one seed.
Hmm.
They have to win out to clinch the number one seed.
I don't think they have to win out, but
I mean, they have to win out in some or some losses have to happen elsewhere. They have not clinched yet.
Hmm.
The Ravens haven't clinched yet. If the Ravens win next week, they clinch.
oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah, Kansas City is not. I can't believe they lost to the Raiders for a while.
The Taylor Swift curse. Are you? So you're fanboying for Casey again?
No, I'm just saying. I just didn't think they would. I didn't think they would lose against the Raiders.
Because I mean, how's your team doing?
Yeah, they have fallen short.
Remind everyone who you root for.
I am a Jacksonville Jaguars fan,
Yes.
and I mean everything was going good, and then Lawrence got hurt, and he came back like the following week, but he's just been. Oh, and then he actually he didn't play this last game because it's concussion protocol. But yeah, oh well.
So you want to get into some year in review?
Sure.
Before we do that, though, I did want to harken back because this is kind of reviewing the year to an extent. Harken back to last week. We opened up our Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
And you provided me with some Lego sets, and I did put them together.
Both?
Mando.
Yeah.
And Grogu.
Nice.
And Grogu can come out.
Nice. Is it actually the pieces at the bottom, or is it like the smooth pieces in there? Oh, interesting. Okay.
A combination.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the Boba helmet.
Oh, it's a little smaller than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be bigger, but
it is very dense. Like this helmet inside here, so many pieces.
Yeah.
And then, of course, that.
Yeah, the scope.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a very interesting build.
Yeah.
There were just these little intricate pieces along the side that were interesting to build out, or the ear holes. The base itself was an interesting build.
That's you actually have to build the base?
Yeah.
Is that a sticker on there, or is that an actual piece?
No, that's an actual piece.
Oh, good, because I hate those stickers.
Yeah, so as an adult, it was a very fun build. What's also interesting is on the inside is the amount of colorful pieces that are in there. Some pink, some blues, some reds. Like, you'll never see them unless you take it apart.
Very random.
Yeah, because why not? Why? Because I feel like this red and this green is probably custom, and this green as well is pretty custom to Boba Fett.
Right.
So I would imagine rather than making pieces all for the inside where you could use anything because it's never going to be seen.
Right.
Why make custom colored pieces? So,
yeah.
But yeah, also, I mean, these were also very fun builds, very intricate, a lot of small pieces.
Really?
Yeah. So each of these.
Oh, they're small pieces. Yeah.
Each of these had well over 100 pieces a piece.
Wow. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. I have the box right here.
I didn't even look at the piece count.
Yeah. Total between those two is 295 pieces.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And it was concerning because on all three of these builds, there were leftover pieces.
There always are.
Yeah, I just don't get it. like
It's just in case, because you're dealing with small pieces. I know I've at one point in time I bought a Lego set and I was building it in the car because I bought it and I thought I had to be at work, and then I didn't start till later. This is when I was working at Sharper Image, so this was years ago. And so I was building it in the car, and I got towards the end, and I had a piece, but somehow I dropped it somewhere in the car, and so I luckily, I had an extra piece in the box. I later on found the piece that I was missing, put it back in the bag, and yeah. So yeah. That's why they have those extra little pieces just in case.
Yeah.
Like some things you have extra pieces and you're like, I shouldn't have these extra pieces. But in this case, they give you those extra pieces because they probably was like when they were building it, they they might have dropped something or something. I don't know what the Lego workshop or factory looks like, and so, but I'm assuming they might have lost when they were prepping it. They might have lost something. So
yes, and I just, as you were sharing that fun anecdote, I did just confirm that I wasn't insane. The Niners have not clinched the NFC yet.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes.
And did you? I posted the video of the Santa being blown up.
Yes, you did. I appreciate
with the elf.
That. And is it still out, or
no? I took it down. I took it down. Yes. I took it down yesterday afternoon.
So at least it lasted a few days, so that's good.
Yeah. So, but next year, as soon as Thanksgiving's over, they going up.
Nice.
Now that and like I have them, I packed them back away in the boxes. They are in the garage now. They are in a case, so they will be ready to go for next season. I'm actually gonna have to get some. I'm gonna have to get some. I'm gonna have to get either some bags of sand or some rocks or something, just because they come with weights in the feet. But the Santa, the weight distribution was horrible, so I need to figure out that weight distribution inside the Santa.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into some year in review.
Yeah.
So obviously, we're not going to talk about everything from this last year because some of that crap doesn't matter. It was interesting in the moment.
It would take too long to get to.
But we did go on a cruise this year.
We sure did.
We went on a 7-day cruise out of Seattle to Alaska.
Yo, I must say, Seattle is at least on the waterfront, is a very nice city.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. We spent a couple days in Seattle before the cruise.
Yeah.
And, me, my wife, Tyrus was with us. We all flew in on the same day. We stayed at the same hotel and had, 2 days in Seattle to get around. We went to the Space Needle. We went down to the waterfront and did
the Culture Museum.
We did the MoPop Museum of Pop Culture.
Pop Culture, yeah.
We went to the giant Ferris wheel. We did a waterfront tour on a ship.
The aquarium.
Went to the aquarium,
which was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's no Monterey Bay Aquarium, but it's a really nice aquarium.
Yes. Oh, we did Soarin' over Washington.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We did. that was man. I remember we walked in there. We were like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
And then it turned out it turned out to be a full ride. We were getting a little. We're like, "Uh-oh."
Oh yeah, I didn't know that room we walked into was a pre-show. I thought it was.
Yeah, I thought that we were like, "Oh man,"
because it wasn't cheap either. They were like $15 a ticket or something.
Yeah.
But anyways, we digress. We went on this cruise, 7 days out of Seattle up into Alaska. We went to Juneau, Ketchikan, Skagway, Glacier Bay. That was
amazing.
And of course, I stayed in the Haven. I actually had a Haven Spa Suite room, so I had my jacuzzi bathtub in the room where I could take a bath and look out of my window. Um, but I had a butler, and I also had access to the Haven area where there's an amazing restaurant, an exclusive bar, exclusive pool, and observation lounge. It was a fantastic experience. You got to come up to go to the restaurant with me.
Mhm.
Brought you one time. What are some highlights for you from that cruise?
Oh man, just the I think we did karaoke pretty much every single night, almost. The dining was amazing. Like there was like even like the we had food vouchers, so we went to and did that. um for your birthday, we went to Cagney Steakhouse. So that was my first time having a tomahawk steak. That was amazing. And then, but just the free restaurants, like the food choices, like like I thought it was gonna be like the same menu every night. No, it changed, and the food was amazing. And
Teppanyaki.
teppanyaki was cool. That was the first time I at least I remember it as an like I think I did it once as like a kid, but I don't really remember it. But no, like just and then like late night we were up, and so like the sports whatever that the kind of sports bar was open. They had a late night menu, so yeah, I had some of those items, and just the drinks. Oh man, the drinks were flowing. I had there was a mimosa bar. I went through. I made it. There wasn't that many, but at the same time, I was just like, I'm going to have every mimosa, and I did multiple times, depending on if I liked
Except
it or not.
you didn't have every mimosa; you had every
Oh,
mojito.
mojito, not mimosa. Mojito. My bad.
Yes.
Mojito.
So I had the all you can drink, like top shelf everything.
Remember though, I don't drink in port.
Oh yes, yes. Do not drink in port. You get you have to pay the sales tax of wherever you are.
And that got high.
Yeah, that was and especially when the first thing I got was a double shot of Johnny Walker Blue at $50 a shot, so $100 glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so I was pretty much drinking Johnny Walker Blue and Veuve Clicquot champagne the entire cruise, except for when we were geniuses in the last day. Pretty much, we decided,
oh my god,
hey, let's go get drunk on beer at the beer bar.
Oh my god.
Oh,
that was
That was. I definitely want to do that again, but it needs to be on the front end, like the first day at sea.
Yeah, because that last night I was done.
Yeah, and especially when we didn't have that much time in Victoria, British Columbia to begin with.
No, I was.
You didn't even leave the ship, right?
No, I wasted. Absolutely wasted.
So I don't know about you, but I definitely am looking forward to our next cruise that we will be doing at some point in the future, and I think it'll be a lot of fun again. Next up, I flew down, came down for a quick turnaround. I flew down. We went out to eat. What was the name of that restaurant we checked out?
I don't remember.
I just remember it was decent food.
Yeah.
I
think it was like something garage or something like that.
Yeah, and then we got some churros.
Yep.
And then we headed back to your place, took a little power nap. And then we headed over to the Mandalay Bay to see the Las Vegas Aces.
Two-time champs, baby.
The 2023 world champs.
Two-time. Back to back.
Yes, sir. And of course, the reason that I had come down wasn't to go to this game, but was so that we could drive back up together, because you were coming up, so that we could go to our first ever Comic-Con or comic style convention,
right?
As 97 Now Productions,
right?
And ArieCon, 3-day event.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting, to say the least.
Yeah.
But there were some good things that came out of it, and we'll talk about those a little bit more later. But it definitely was nice to meet people, talk about our product, so to speak. It was cool to get to hang out with Lawrence and Diego Iriarte.
Met Justin,
Yes,
aka Jam the Artist.
Jam the Artist. That's right.
Became quick family.
Mm-hmm. Who, it was a really good experience. Again, a lot of good things came out of it. But I think I would probably pass on this con this next year.
Yeah, I mean, well, we've already planned on other cons, so.
And then just a little over a month ago, we went to Disneyland,
The happiest place on earth,
as well as California Adventure,
the second happiest place on earth. Listen, I must say, I think I've said this before, but I will say it again. Cars Land might be one of the best lands in Disney parks.
Yeah, I think I would. I mean, having not been to since what is it called, Avatar Land?
Oh, Pandora. Pandora's
yeah,
cool, but it's not. This is still better. I mean, like going to Animal Kingdom and seeing this Avatar, world of Pandora. It's spectacular in that they made floating islands. It's just that there's not a whole lot to do there. There's a couple rides. It's visually nice, yes. But if you want to talk about bringing a movie to life,
an animated movie at that.
An animated movie to life, this is it. Like, don't get me wrong. I really like Black Spire Outpost, aka Star Wars Land. I really enjoy that. And that is a true to force as far as making something that is not quote unquote real into just an all immersive experience. But like Cars Land is still like if you get at night, oh man, it is. I mean, you're in Radiator Springs. Like the only
all
thing
neon.
The only thing they don't have out there are the actual like car characters. They have them in the rides and stuff like that. And
no, you're completely wrong.
No, I'm saying they have Lightning McQueen and they have Mater come out. I haven't seen like Sarge or Flo or any of those.
I've seen a couple of the other ones. I've seen Chick Hicks?
You mean the sheriff?
No. The bad guy from, I think he's from the first one or the second one.
Oh no, I haven't seen.
Not the bad guy, but the guy
the competitor. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing. I haven't seen them.
So I've seen, what's the girl, Sally?
Oh yeah, I forgot about her. I have seen her out there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, no, I haven't seen all 14 or whatever cars that live in Radiator Springs, but they're all in the ride.
Yeah, no, they're in the ride. So I mean, yeah, and then you got Luigi's
the Rollickin' Roadsters.
Yeah, you got the Mater's Junkyard and
Junkyard Jam.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a lot of fun. Say they've made that you got the Sarge's Surplus Store, which is a shop. You got the Flo's Flow 8 or whatever it's called, and that's V8. And that's a restaurant. So yeah, they got a lot of good. That's just I just love going to see that land. And Radiator Springs Racers is a lot of fun.
I would agree. It's I would say it's probably in the top 3 at that park.
Yeah.
I mean that probably Incredicoaster.
If you want to talk about just retheming is amazing. And the store, it's like that roller coaster is a story.
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy, that one's in the top for sure.
Yeah.
And
I do.
Soren.
I do like that one. Yeah, I did Soren when you guys were when I was on my own.
Yeah,
I didn't know they had single rider on Soren. You might have to wait a while, but they did have single rider on Soren, which is nice.
did you have to wait as long as you did for the Matterhorn?
Nope, never again.
Yeah, never. Unless you're truly single by yourself, then okay,
Right.
maybe.
Then, yeah, but that was she was that whoever was pulling from the line, she was not doing a great job at it.
So let's do one from each park from this last trip. Let's talk about two things. Your favorite food experience at Disneyland.
Oh, well, okay. What was that restaurant we ate at on the last day?
The
Over in like Frontier
Bluebell or
yeah, yeah, I think that was called. Yeah, those fries, yo, ridiculous. Those things were so smacking. I think those
River Bell Terrace. Sorry.
Yeah, River Bell Terrace. What I was just like, yo, like these by far are the best fries I've ever had in life at Disneyland. Like, I don't know. I said those need to be everywhere at Disneyland.
I agree, and that from a food perspective, that was going to be my call out as well because those chicken cracklins,
Oh
man,
yeah, those were good too.
Yeah, fried chicken skin. I would get that again in a heartbeat. From a ride experience, you tried. There was a new ride you got to do, but maybe that wasn't your favorite. What was probably your favorite ride experience from this last trip at Disneyland?
What was the new ride?
Runaway Railway.
Oh yeah, that was cool. But no, man, I really actually, I think one of the things I really liked being able to do Jungle Cruise with everybody, with your kid and everything, because that was a lot of fun. I think there's those rides that we were able to do together. Then like for the first time ever, going on rides with Jenny was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ended up. You know what? I don't think I would really. If we were ever to go and it was going to be as busy as it was this last time, that Genie Plus might come in handy. Because we were able to use it one time, like it was like a ride voucher, but we used that line, and I will say that was quite the jump.
Yeah, because and we used that on the Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion, because that line was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was over an hour because the night before Christmas theme.
Right. When we went to lunch, I had to go to the bathroom, and I walked past that line. That line was like looping and wrapping around so many, like way outside of the actual ride where the normal ride queue is, which I was like, yo, this ride is good, but not that good. So yeah, but just using that was very interesting. But I always I always like Rise of the Resistance. That's always fun. And we did what was that? Smuggler's Run, which was we got both. I don't know if they made it easier or what, but we did our job. But yeah, so that was good.
Backing up really quickly, what was so good about the fries?
I
think steak fry meets curly fry.
Yeah, but the seasoning on them was so good. And like it was just like the flavor of those fries itself were I've never had fries like that before. Like they were like seasoned fries that you get like from maybe like Five Guys or something, but bigger and better. And then just adding like the brisket on top that I had, and like the egg and the cheese. Oh man, so good.
I agree. For me, ride experience wise, I would say most memorable would probably be, of course, the rockets, because my kid loves the Astro Orbiters.
Yeah,
I think I went on that one 3 times this trip. Small World went on 6 times.
Oof.
5 or 6. But probably a good memory would be specifically Space Mountain, where we got to go 2 times in a row. That was
Thanks,
that was
Phil.
pretty awesome. Um, and then let's talk about California Adventure food experience. What was your top food experience over there?
Well, that was an expensive beer, but man, that churro beer was pretty good. With
Yeah.
churro beer with the Kit Kat.
Yeah, with the churro Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, the restaurant that we ate at was really good because I think that was the first time you had minestrone soup, aka minestrone.
Yes, the Wine Country Trattoria is the name of the restaurant.
Yeah, that was the food was pretty good there. I will say that much. They had good food there.
Yeah, I agree. I also ended up getting a hot link again on my first day there. You weren't there yet,
Right.
which was delicious. And I'm actually glad that I did that because for my kid, got her the regular corn dog,
Mhm.
and I tried it. It's just blah.
Yeah.
So I definitely think from a value standpoint, the hot link takes it.
Yeah. I was just mad. I like this trip. What upset me was that so I got a turkey leg, but they no longer have the barbecue turkey leg.
Well, they do,
But I had to buy barbecue sauce separately, and that was like way more than it should have been.
Yes, I agree. That was pretty disappointing that they don't do, where you can get the barbecue turkey leg where it's already soaked in barbecue sauce.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like, yeah, I could buy this barbecue sauce, but I'm gonna have to buy like 2 to get like the same effect. And I don't even know if that barbecue sauce. I would hope it's the same barbecue sauce, but I can't ever be sure because barbecue sauce that comes out of that they probably get and that they batter it in, or not batter it in, but smother it in, is probably from like a bottle or something like that. Where these are little packets, and for some reason, sometimes the packets taste different, have a little different,
Well, and for sure, you wouldn't have the cooked in flavor.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, oh man, I saw the turkey leg. Oh no, I didn't have the turkey leg. I decided not to get the turkey leg because I was mad. But I had the brat or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would, and from a ride perspective, what would you say was your favorite experience this go round?
I think riding Radiator Springs Racers all together was fun.
The look of sheer terror on my child's face.
Yeah, that was not enjoyable, but just being able, just riding it with everybody was really nice. So, hopefully, and then we did the Spider-Man. She really liked that though.
Yeah, that was cool. I would say for me, it probably, I like had my mind made up. You know what? I'm going to go with World of Color. Seeing the holiday version of World of Color was nice, and seeing, because my kids never seen World of Color, so that moment of seeing her experience and enjoy it was also cool.
And then the live stream.
Yes, of course, the live stream.
We had the better viewing spot, which was nice, but I swear that the chairs need to be had.
Yeah, well, and there is, I'm sure you noticed, there was a section where there's tables and chairs. If you want to pay, I think it's like $100 a head or something.
Ugh.
It comes.
It comes with like a drink and dessert or whatever,
Yeah,
right? But
yeah,
but still, like that's almost too much. And it's kind of far back. I mean, I guess you get a decent view, but I would want to know what the view looked like before I was like, yes.
Yeah, I think the view is pretty good. And then continuing to recap the year, we had our second season of Murphy's Inc.
Yeah,
which just this last Friday, episode 15,
the season finale,
was the season finale. So here in this first image, we've got episodes 1 through 9 artwork done by Mr. Michael Leone from the Clone Ones LLC.
Yep.
And then he broke his hand, so we had to bring in some heavy hitters. also known as the dynamic duo father-son, who are going to be heading up the Murphy's Inc. comic book, Lawrence and Diego Iriarte.
Crack. It was a definite different iteration.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
But that's
And
what we wanted, though. So
Yeah.
it wasn't.
yeah, I was very, very pleased with the results of these cover art, and I feel like this kind of is a soft introduction to the comic
Yeah.
that is forthcoming, as well as the GNE.
Yo, that was a lot of fun because
Yeah.
we did we're almost done with. It's weird to say we're almost done with episode 1 for season 3.
Episode 1 of season 3 is 95% recorded. There's
Yeah.
only 2 characters, 1 scene that I still need to get, and the only reason I haven't is because one of those people is out of the country.
It's absolutely insane. It's insane.
So yeah, episode 1 of season 3 of Murphy's Inc.
Premiering at Kaboom Con. So if you're a fan of the show and you really want to see the world premiere of episode 1 with plus panel, you gotta
And
show
you did
up at
say
Kaboom Con.
C.
Huh?
You did say C, not here.
Oh yeah, I did say C because we got a visual component to this baby.
That's right. That is right. The GNE experience.
100.
And as you kind of already referenced, Kaboom Con,
Yup, coming
September 7th, 2024.
Yes, sir.
It is not that far out, a little over 9 months.
Listen, that QR code, it's legit. It'll take you to our Eventbrite page. That is where you can buy your tickets starting this coming Monday, I should say.
At midnight.
At midnight.
Yeah. January 1st.
New Year's Eve. New Year's Day, actually, not New Year's Eve. New Year's Day. But, at midnight. So, yes, technically it is New Year's Day. So
yeah. Tickets are only $10.
$10. And if you're under 10, it's free.
10 and under.
Yeah. 10 and under, sorry.
I think it says children under 10, but 10, whatever.
If you're 11, sorry, $10. Yeah. But hey, it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of good stuff, a lot of cool things going on, a lot of vendors.
For sure. And, the big important piece is that the ticket sales, a large portion of that is going to a couple of nonprofits.
Oh, yeah, right. I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you want to come out, have some fun, support a good cause. Hey, why not?
KNBC, Carson City Community Radio, is one of those nonprofits going to get some funds.
Yeah, who's done us some good stuff where, being on air there with Pop Culture Kaboom, and then where we've premiered Murphy's Inc. past 2 seasons. So
yeah, and Cold Nose Kennel and Rescue or Sanctuary,
something like that. But if you like the animals.
Yeah, if you're a fan of dogs, then
if you like the doggies,
your proceeds will be helping to support the doggies. Talking about some more 97 Now stuff. Calm down, Jerry Lawler. Coming up in just a few short weeks, actually.
Yeah.
We've got auditions.
Yeah.
For Oak Bridge.
Yeah.
And this is kind of interesting. So we announced this just 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah.
And when we set this up, we did 2 days, 3 hours per day, basically, right?
Right.
A 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock time slot on Thursday, January 11th, and a 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock slot on Saturday, January 13th.
That is correct, sir.
All Pacific time zones, of course.
Of course, because that's where we live.
Yeah. And
we ain't worried about y'all.
So we had decided, internally that we could probably do about 10 an hour.
Right.
And as of, I'm looking at it live right this minute, we are at 51 signups, which means we only have 9 slots left.
Sheesh.
I've already had to close off 2 of the hours, 2 of the blocks.
On Thursday?
1 on Thursday, 1 on Saturday.
Sheesh. Hey, so if you look, if you're looking to audition, make sure you get in now.
Yeah. And voice acting experience is not required. As long as you got a decent quality mic, some headphones
Listen,
and are interested in trying,
listen. You can always audition. Might
James
not
is,
get in
James has got a ton of voice acting experience. And he's still bad.
sometimes. But actually, so the thing is that one of the reasons you really want to come on this project is because we're involved.
Well, there's that, and we can actually finally publicly announce this that you
Yes.
will be directing all
Yeah.
10 episodes.
I am the. Look at me. I am the captain now.
Yeah, you have committed to having no life for a number of weeks while
Yeah.
we do these recordings.
I sure have. So,
You-
but this is something that I'm actually I'm excited about this project because it's something different, and I'm not. I actually there's one character in the show that I would like to do, but he's a very small part. So, like that's why I want to do it. But other than that, I really just this is something different, something new, and I really want to make sure I etch my name on it.
So, just for everybody out there who might not know, a brief synopsis of what the series is. When
Never
two
been here for the
teenagers
past weeks.
When two teenagers are killed by a mysterious creature, Sheriff's Deputy Jack Harris will need to overcome his own personal trials brought on by the recent deaths of his wife and child to solve the case and to protect his town. The small town of Oak Ridge, Ohio is full of corrupt politicians, government conspiracies, and home to a nuclear power plant operated by McGowan Industries. Jack, with the help of a rookie cop, a group of teenagers, and even his ex-wife, will come face to face with his demons, past, present, and future.
Oh, that's even better. That got revamped. I got revamped. But if you are a fan, of Murphy's Inc., this is totally different. But with some of the same writers. So it's gonna be there's a lot of good stuff coming up. So if you're interested in auditioning, please make sure you sign up now because we're almost out of space.
That is for sure. What do we got next? Let's take a look. We've got well, that's our year in review. Let's get into some new content, so to speak. First up is some new old content.
New old.
We talked about this before when it first released.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Studio.
What a great movie. Like, not even movie, short film. It was amazing.
Yeah, just under 9 minutes. Amazing. It is already on the short list for Oscars.
Yeah.
The Oscar nominations, official nominations coming out soon. I'm pretty certain it's going to be on the list, which is also why Disney has now released it on YouTube.
The Tube of You.
To get more eyes to the masses.
Listen, if for some reason, if you didn't see this, I mean, well, because it came on Wonderful World of Disney with the premiere of Encanto. And then it was on Disney Plus, and so now they've released it on YouTube. For some reason you haven't seen it, I'm actually probably going to go watch it on YouTube just because. But this is just it's a if you're a Disney fan, if you're a fan of newer stuff, no Pixar or anything like that, or Star Wars or anything like that. This is
Walt Disney Animation
Studios. So if you're a fan of the movies, just make sure you go check this out. It is phenomenal. It's just it's just also very nostalgic just to see a lot of the old characters and kind of some of them teaming up with new in a different way. Like, as you can see in this picture, you have Moana holding Flounder.
I'm sorry, did you say Moana?
Moana.
Moana, like a cow, not Moana.
Oh, whatever. I always said Moana, my bad. Moana and Flounder, so those two never really met, but they did here, so it's a lot of fun. Taking a family picture, if you will.
Absolutely. Next up, we got the official announcement of a release date for Snow Day.
As soon as I saw this on the page, I was like, oh, I know why. Definitely why I know he is geeked right now.
Oh, I love the South Park. I love South Park in general.
Yeah.
But the games have been a ton of fun to play.
And they've actually gone with the show, haven't they?
There has been tie-in, absolutely.
Like the Fractured But Whole was tied in, right?
I'm sorry, the what?
The Fractured But Whole.
It is the fractured butthole. Yes. You got to.
I thought it was separated. Is it?
No, it is.
Yeah, fractured butt hole.
Yes. Yes. And then, of course, there was also what was the other one that came out recently?
Oh, the
Stick of Truth.
Stick of Truth. Yeah.
Yes. So all three of these games are kind of there are like crossover things, so to speak. The fractured butthole was more in line with the superhero characters that they did,
Mhm.
where the Stick of Truth was more in line with like
the dungeon.
Lord of the Rings.
I thought that was like the Dungeons and Dragons one that they have.
No, it was more following. I mean, it draws from that, but those characters, just like this character that Cartman is supposed to be kind of like Gandalf from Lord of the Rings.
The end of that trailer is the best. Oh
yes, if you haven't watched it, go watch it.
Back to 100. Get the.
So I'm absolutely looking forward to this. I will not be buying these, even though I'd love to have some of this stuff. I will not be buying the special edition,
the deluxe edition.
Yeah, yeah. I'd love.
So is this you can play one player, right? Or is because it looked? I know
yes,
it's a co-op.
You can do single player story,
Okay.
but you can evidently do up to a 4-player.
Co-op deal, which was kind of interesting.
What I want to know is if you can do 4-player co-op in the same place. Like if you, me, Jenny, and Tyrus were all in a room together, could we be playing? Or is it only online co-op?
I'm sure there might be an option for being there together, but I think it's probably more of an online thing. Have they done the crossover thing yet? Because I know they were talking about being able to do certain game, or maybe that was just like Modern Warfare or some crap that you can do.
Yes, you can cross-platform.
Is it cross-platform now?
Many games, yes.
Okay, that's cool.
Next up, you got the Dave
Chappelle.
New Dave Chappelle special, The Dreamer, coming up.
I love you. Thank you, Dave Chappelle. Love your show.
I love the Morgan Freeman.
That's so great.
Like I heard the voice and I was like, okay, that's got to be some knockoff, Morgan Freeman voice actor. Nope,
100% the man, the myth, the legend.
It just it makes me wonder: is he involved? Is he in it at all, or did Netflix literally just throw some money at Morgan Freeman?
Hey, you want to do this trailer for us?
Yeah, it's a.
Well, he's sitting in a room with Dave Chappelle, so I think it's I'm when I first saw it, I was like, what is this? I figured it was a new special, but then I was like, wait, are they just watching old stuff and talking about it?
That would be cool, though. I'd be okay with that.
I wouldn't be upset. Morgan Freeman commenting on Dave Chappelle's comedy would be, I think that would almost be as entertaining, if not more.
Agreed.
That man's voice, so epic.
Next up, Maestro. So this actually released
out.
Yeah, it released a couple of weeks ago, and I don't know how I missed this. Yeah. Especially considering, as you know, and many people know, West Side Story is like my favorite show of all time, and Leonard Bernstein wrote the music for it.
Oh, that's who this is supposed to be?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that apart, but I was like, oh, Bradley Cooper's doing another music film that he's directing and starring in. Very interesting.
Yes. It looks very good.
It's also the whole color is that supposed to be quote unquote modern day, and then the black and white stuff is like older. So I mean,
I don't know. It could be intertwined. Memories. It could.
Yeah, that's what I was just like. That's a very interesting concept. I have not seen in some time. So
yeah, like since the Wizard of Oz or something.
Well, I mean, I've seen it other than that before that, but like where it's, been intertwined like that, it's been a while.
We got the first look at Spaceman.
I don't even know what the hell this is.
So I found, I'm going to read this and I'm still not entirely sure. 6 months into a solitary research mission to the edge of the solar system, an astronaut, Jacob Adam Sandler, realizes that the marriage he left behind might not be waiting for him when he returns to Earth. Desperate to fix things with his wife, Lenka, Carrie Mulligan, he is helped by a mysterious creature from the beginning of time he finds hiding in the bowels of his ship. Hannes, voiced by Paul Dano, works with Jacob to make sense of what went wrong before it's too late. Directed by Johan Rennick and based on the novel Spaceman of Bohemia.
So that's Adam Sandler.
That is Adam Sandler.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I don't. I mean, I hope maybe if there's another trailer that gives me a little bit more, because from this I was like, what?
Yeah, I'm entirely confused by the trailer.
And that description makes it even more confusing because that first look does not give me anything.
No, I agree. I want more. And yeah, evidently this comes out March 1st, I believe.
Something like that. March something.
It's March 1st or May 1st. I think it's March. March 1st, yes, on Netflix.
All right.
So, you've been watching What If season 2?
I watched the first episode. Hey, did you know that they had a Yule log?
Yes.
That was weird. I skipped through the entire hour because that's what it was. Because once I finally got through the end of it, I realized that it just basically repeated over and over again. But there were some little snippets, there's little things in between all of those, which was actually pretty cool. But yeah, no, so I'm quite behind. I plan on getting caught up over the next couple days to get completely done. But the first episode was very interesting. What if Nebula joined the Nova Corps, which was very interesting.
Yeah, I would say I have not watched today's episode, but I am otherwise caught up to date. I would say that this first episode was definitely, to me, it did not feel like a throwaway. It felt like a genuine what if.
Yeah.
Where episodes 2 and 3, you haven't watched them yet, so I won't go into the specifics, but to me, they kind of just felt like throwaways, like fan service. It's nice, it's cute, it's fun, but it didn't really feel like it maybe meant anything. And but they were still cool, and a couple of stills from the second episode was something along the lines of what if the Avengers assembled back in like the 90s.
Oh, wait, I thought that was supposed to be something earlier.
Huh?
The Avengers assembled in like 1800s or something like that.
No, episode 2 was called oh, that's right. What if Peter Quill attacked Earth's mightiest heroes?
Oh, that's right.
So in the long and short of it, without giving too much away, is that Yondu actually delivered Peter to Ego. And Peter came back to Earth to basically take it over.
Nice.
And so the Avengers had to assemble. The Avengers Initiative had to be enacted back then.
Nice. Okay.
So it was a very interesting group because that is not T'Challa. That is not Paul Rudd's Ant-Man. So it's definitely an interesting group.
All right, I'll definitely have to check that out.
And of course, just voice acting perspective, Haley Atwell, what's his name, who played Howard Stark.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I can't remember his
from
name.
Mad Men. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
what's his name? Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, nice. Oh, from yeah.
So, great voice acting. The next episode, episode 3, titled "What If Happy Hogan Saved
Save
Christmas?"
Christmas. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
it was a good episode. Again, I can't go into it because you suck. But it also felt like a throwaway. It's more or less the combination of a What If with Die Hard.
Awesome.
Yes. And then episode 4, this is still from episode 3. And I don't have any images from 4, but the episode was What If Iron Man Crashed into the Grand Master? The basic premise is go back to the first Avengers film, and he's pushing the nuke out into space. And then, if you remember in the film, the portal's closing and he falls through just in time.
Right.
Well, in this alternate timeline, the portal closes and he didn't make it through.
Oh, wow.
So it's definitely,
he falls to where we find Hulk in Thor Ragnarok, right?
Sakaar. Yeah. He goes to Sakaar basically. So good episode, interesting episode. But episode 5, which was yesterday, probably my favorite episode, I think, so far of the season. And it's called "What If Captain Carter Fought the Hydra Stomper?"
I'll have to watch it because I'm not familiar with the Hydra Stomper. When I saw that, I was like,
you should be if you watch season 1.
yeah. Wait, the Hydra. Basically the first Iron Man suit.
The Iron Man Mark 1, basically, Howard Stark built it.
Oh, interesting.
Well, yeah, because Tony wasn't around back
yeah, that makes sense.
Back in the 40s.
Yeah, so she's fighting against that.
I'm not going to go into it. I'm just.
All right.
The title of the episode is "What If Captain Carter Fought the Hydra Stomper?"
Fought the Hydra Stomper. Okay, so yeah.
It is probably my favorite episode so far.
Okay.
And just released today. What if Kahori reshaped the world?
Yeah, so this is a character we haven't been introduced to yet.
Yes, we have not, in the MCU at least.
MCU, so we're being entered. This is our kind of first introduction.
Yeah, so the basic description given is it explores a reality where a young Mohawk woman, Kahori, gains immense power from a Tesseract encounter.
Oh.
The repercussions reshape history, challenging the colonization of America.
Oh.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Episode 7, What If Hela Found the 10 Rings?
That one I'm interested in seeing.
Episode 8, What If the Avenger Assembled in 1602?
That's the one I was talking about.
And episode 9, What If Strange Supreme Intervened?
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out. I can't remember. Is that the one that we had in season? Season 1, the end of season 1.
I'm assuming it's the same Strange Supreme.
Yeah, being trapped that we actually ended up kind of getting in. Actually, not kind of getting. We got in Multiverse of Madness.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah.
So before we shut this thing down, I thought one last thing we could do that might be interesting is discuss, since this is our last episode of the year. Yeah. Next time we meet up, we'll be in 2024.
Yeah.
And something a lot of people like to do going into a new year is resolutions. I'm not saying let's do a resolution.
Oh.
I want to review the top 10 resolutions.
Oh.
As a evidently
lose weight.
Hold on. Let me.
Sorry.
I'm going to go through them. I have the list.
Oh, okay.
I have the data compiled.
It's all compiled. It's here. Hang on.
Okay. So at number 10, read more.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to read more in 2024?
I mean, I will read a little bit more because I have scripts and stuff to go through, but
Hopefully you get that done before 2024.
I mean, it'll be done before 2024, but I'm just saying, like, I will be, because I'll have to go back through them when we're going through the
start
scripts.
like deciding direction. Yeah. Hopefully you prep.
No, I've already. I mean, like even now, reading them, I'm like, okay, I know what I'm gonna do here. But so I'm already starting to do some of that mentally stuff.
Gotcha. Number 9, and I do like this one and agree with this one. Travel more.
Yeah. That's just I mean, we will be doing. We won't be going far, but we will be doing some traveling this next year.
Yes. Number 8, spend more time with family and friends.
Okay.
Number 7, quit smoking.
It's amazing to me how many people still smoke.
Well,
does that include vaping too?
I assume, because it is smoking.
Yeah, it's just like the sheer number of people that still do that is just.
I think if you include the numbers of vape, that I think more people smoke now than ever before.
Yeah, and it's like it's not it looks cooler, but I guess, but it's not better for you. It's actually almost kind of worse.
Indeed. Number 6, this one's for you, I think. Save more money / spend less money.
Okay.
Number 5, I don't know what this means. Live life to the fullest. Number 4, learn a new skill or hobby.
Okay.
I think I'm going to be doing that next year. A new skill is organizing a convention. Number 3, get organized. You need that one.
I definitely do need that.
Number 2, I need this one in my life. Lose weight.
Yeah, me too. I've just been not lifting and walking up steps and all that kind of stuff and pulling stuff down. It's got me a little soft in the midsection.
And number 1, we both probably could do this, but I just don't see it happening. Exercise more.
Always. Like, so this is the thing. Next week, if you happen to drive by a gym, look how full that parking lot is. Mm-hmm. And then wait like a week and see how full that parking lot is. Actually, no, wait like 2 weeks and see how full that parking lot is. Because there's a lot of people that are going to sign up for the gym. And also they have like ridiculous deals at the beginning of the year. And then like they'll be gone. They won't last like 2 weeks.
No, probably not. And then one last thing before we go, just because let's do some early predictions for the NFL playoffs.
Oh, okay.
So right now, today, on December 27th, 2023, who is your team from the AFC that's going to go to the Super Bowl?
Man, I'm you know what? I'm gonna have to rock with the internet on this one. I'm thinking I'm thinking what? Niners?
AFC.
Oh, Ravens then.
Okay. I would say, looking at the scope of who's out there, I gotta say, I'm a little surprised by the Dolphins and Browns.
Honestly, I don't think the Browns are gonna. I mean, the Browns have been doing exceptional this season, considering. But yeah, I don't see. I see the Dolphins definitely could make a run. I just don't see them actually getting to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I would say, looking at who's in the hunt right now, you get the Colts, Bills, Browns, Jaguars, Chiefs, Dolphins, Ravens. Those are the top 7 teams. Just on the outside, Texans, Bengals, Steelers, Raiders.
The entire division.
When I really look at it, I think the Ravens, they're probably the team to beat to get to the Super Bowl. I think they get there.
Right.
The NFC on the other side, what are your thoughts there?
Like I said, I'm thinking I'm going with the internet, and I think I'm going to go with the Niners.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they've had definitely, it's been a weird season. But I think that, they when they show up, they show up hard.
So,
So
you've got three teams at the top of the NFC, all with equal records: Niners, Eagles, and Lions.
yeah.
And
The Lions actually, I swear to you, um
the Lions and the Browns are in the playoffs, folks.
this is yeah, so this is an alternate universe. The Lions, I would like to see them go far. I definitely would. But like I said, I'm just going with conspiracy theory, internet on
But
that one.
is there a conspiracy theory, or that's just what
It's
most
not
people think?
conspiracy theory. It's like since they've done the colors, since they've added the colors to the logo, uh, the color schemes have matched the teams that went. Just saying.
Like for the Super Bowl logo?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen this year's logo, so I've got to.
It's It's like this purple red. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at it. Here it is. Hold on, let me share it with our audience, the thousands in attendance. I I see the purple. I don't see Niners.
I don't know. It's a little bit different, but like if
This is direct from NFL.com.
yeah, that's I think it's like this red over here, but yeah, no, this is the theory of it is like the you see the purple down there, and then like the red up in the V and going into the
Okay, I
eyes.
mean that's definitely Ravens purple. I'll agree with that.
There's a picture. Oh,
I think
man.
that's more of a Buccaneers red.
There's been this there's this picture that I saw on X the other day, and it actually had all the logos of the Super Bowls since they added the color into it a number of years ago, and the teams that have gone, and the color schemes have kind of matched. But I don't know. I just said it's kind
I'm
of
just saying that looks more Buccaneers red to me than Niners red.
I don't know. Anyway,
So for me with the NFC, I'm going Cowboys.
ugh. Please no, because then I'm gonna have to hear those fans. And
I'm going with them boys.
them fans are annoying.
Cowboys Ravens is my prediction right
Ugh.
now today.
Yikes! No, thank you. Because then I just don't. Main reason I just don't want to hear Cowboys fans. That's the main reason. Because otherwise, I'm gonna like plus the Cowboys always choke during playoffs. Always.
At some point, you can't say always. At
Okay.
some point.
Yeah, I can't say. So I mean, if that's this year, then
And they have won a number of Super Bowls, by the way.
yeah, I know they won a number of Super Bowls, but like since in the past, like umpteen years, if they get to the playoffs, they have a great season. They get to the playoffs and they just and fall over, dead.
And I will tell you that since this episode has started tonight, we have had more signups. And so I will be closing another time slot.
Closed.
So, yeah. Oak Bridge, if you're still interested,
You better get in there now.
with a quickness.
Are we gonna have a wait list?
I will probably not do a wait list. Like if people reach out and say, "Hey, I really wanted to do it," I might on a case by case basis. If we have enough people sign up, still,
sorry,
we might have
Don't
to
worry.
look
There'll
at
be
another.
there'll be a second season.
Yeah, for sure. And there will be Murphy's Inc. season 3 auditions, and there are other projects in the pipeline. But we have, if we cast every single role, even the ones that have like 3 lines in one episode, if we were to cast every single role, we have 33 parts.
Sheesh. So we have more than enough people.
Yeah. So anything else fun and or exciting for you?
Oh, actually, I got to meet. Well, I didn't get to. It was like I got to meet her because I didn't realize who she was until later. But Peppa from
From
Salt
Salt and
and
Pepper.
Peppa, yeah, she came through. This woman is
She didn't like come walking through and was like, Peppa here. Peppa here.
no. I didn't even realize who she was because but I knew something was I knew something was odd just because most of the time, just because the escort that they have when they come through sometimes.
Mhm.
But I didn't realize who it was because, of course, that's not her name, and I have never actually known her real name,
Mhm.
and so I'm looking at her ID, and I'm like, huh, that's from, I can't put it anywhere, but I was like, all right, and then when I walked through, I was like, hey, I just want to tell you, like, there is no way you are she is 59 years old and does not look 59 whatsoever. Again, black no crack. But like I was blown away by how gorgeous she was. And so I mentioned that when I was going on my break. And then like one of Jim, who's a guy that I work with, he was doing he was like dun, 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 dun. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, yeah, that's Pep. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay. But yeah.
I'm
So
sorry. Before you knew who it was, you were telling her that she was beautiful for 59.
I was no, because I don't say I don't I say like there's some people that come through and I'm always like I need you to stop lying about your age because there's no way that number is an absolute lie. But no, she looks amazing still, and but yeah, so I didn't even but like yeah, but then when I realized I was like, oh, that makes sense why. So
Yeah, I don't know. I just pulled up an image just because I'm like, I don't even know if I would have any clue what she looks like today. And okay, I don't recognize them at all.
yeah,
There's a number of pictures of them together, and I'm like, I couldn't even tell you which one's which.
the lighter one is Salt and the darker one's Pepper, just so you know.
They both look kind of light, so
Oh no, the one's definitely darker. But oh, you got it.
oh, hold up. Left or right?
So Peppa's on the right, or I'm sorry, on the left. I'm sorry, on my left. The on what I'm picture I'm looking at, the billboard picture.
The one that's behind Billboard News.
Hmm?
The one
No,
that's
the one's
behind
the
this
big
logo.
picture. Oh yeah. That one right there.
So this one.
Yeah.
Uh, so again, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Oh, she gained a lot of weight. I didn't realize. Or she looks bigger in that.
Who
Salt.
are you?
Salt looks bigger in that picture.
Who are you to say?
I'm just saying, from the picture, she looks bigger.
Yeah, if I walked past these women on the street, I'd have no clue.
I probably wouldn't have any clue either, but I'd definitely be like,
And fat kid, Ghirardelli Jeff calls you out. Way to be professional, James.
I'm very professional. I just,
You just mac on women
no, I don't
when they're
actually.
coming through your turnstile.
I give compliments.
You don't see that as harassment at all.
No, I don't. Not really. I just give. I say you look amazing today, or like I'm gonna need you to stop lying about your age because there ain't no way.
Mhm.
And that so they go through feeling good. Like a lot of them, like you made my day. Thank you.
Mhm.
So
Someday you're gonna have that Karen.
yeah, and if I have that Karen, then I might have to change my ways. But until then, oh well.
And Michael Marshall, he's trying to get you canceled. The nice thing about being self-produced is you can't get canceled.
He's a creepy guy on doing the X-ray. No, so like I don't know what because yeah, we go through bags, we see bags, but we don't actually X-ray people, so it's not like we're seeing through clothes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But bags and stuff, yes, we do see in the bags.
And I'm sure you're looking through the bags thoroughly to see, ooh, she's carrying X.
No, actually, I wasn't even on. Like half the time, I don't even know who the bags belong to. I just send them through. or not send them through. I double check them, of course.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's good. Good. Just keep it moving. No, but like we're literally just checking bags to make
What's
sure.
what's the weirdest thing you've seen in a bag so far?
So there was I didn't see this. This was told to me by somebody else, but there was
That's not the question I asked.
the weirdest thing I've seen was a toy that took up a good portion of the bag that was
Like a big gym.
yeah, that was actually picked up by a dude. The bag was picked up by a dude.
Sounds like a bachelor party joke.
There was one guy. I wasn't there for again, this is just a story, but like this was one I saw, but there was a guy. He was like, no, they his friends were laughing when it came through because they were like, and actually, you know what? I didn't see very many stuff. I didn't like Jeff brought up the AVNs, and yes, those are coming up, and we do see a lot of toys come through from that. But
What is AVN?
that's the Adult Video Network. That is the quote unquote porn awards. So that's coming up, but we don't see nearly as well. We were told that we would see a lot during that time, but at least when I was on X-Ray, I didn't see that many. Oh, excuse me. I'm sure there's been years where a ton come through or whatever, but that might be in baggage. Like they might check those bags, so they might not bring them in their carry-on. But yeah, I've heard stories about like just a lot of weird stuff coming through on the X-ray. But this past year I didn't see a whole lot. That might be because it was the first year after COVID. But yeah.
So what's the weirdest thing you've heard of?
The weirdest thing I've heard of was a toy that took up pretty much an entire carry-on bag, and
so that's the weirdness of what you guys see is
I mean, like
toys.
the thing is, those are the weirdest ones. I mean, we have people who I can tell you the stories that I've heard. Like Thanksgiving time. Thanksgiving is normally a time when a lot of crazy stuff will come through. Like apparently, one person had like a full-on like Thanksgiving dinner in their bag, turkey and stuffing and stuff in their bag.
I have to check that.
Yeah. We've had a lot of food come through. Oh God, there's this company out here, and it's not just out here. I think they're kind of all over the globe, or not over, at least in the U.S. Called Nectar, and they do these bath soaps and scrubs and all this, that kind of stuff, which is fine. But like remember when we were at Disneyland and you were getting a snow globe, and what did that lady tell you?
Oh, if you're going on a plane, you'll have to check this.
Right. And so what our biggest issue is that we're like, yo, are these people at Nectar telling these people that they need to make sure this is in their checked bag? Again, you're dealing with people who are traveling, so they don't listen very well. And so these Nectar things come through, they alarm. We, or they get hit for to be checked. We check them. A lot of times they alarm. Super irritating. So if you're out there for some reason, if you're traveling and you get something from this company, bath soaps, actually just in general, if you get bath soaps, bath salts, bath bombs or whatever, put them in your checked bag, not your carry-on. Ugh. And you know what's so weird too? Christmas was super busy this year.
I mean, it sounded like it was the busiest travel year ever.
So busy. Like last year, Christmas wasn't this busy. Christmas was very dead for me, at least where the checkpoint that I was at. But this year, oh my goodness.
So just because I'm curious, because you mentioned the weirdest thing you've seen, yada, yada, yada. But do you ever get to be in the back and scanning the checked bags?
No, that's a different group of people. So there's So
Still
there's
TSA, right?
yeah, it's still TSA, but that's baggage. So there's baggage and then there's checkpoint. And so checkpoint will deal with bags that are with the passenger coming through, going to the secure side of the airport, which is the side after they've come through security. Um, the baggage people, they deal with the bags that come through the airlines and they are checked and that go underneath the plane. And so they're in a separate area. They go through the bags. There are people that they have to pull bags, and so they do the same thing that we do. So they have to, there's bags that are pulled and things like that, based on what's in them. But yeah, no, those are different people.
And so that's not
There is
something.
I can sign up. I can sign up to do that. Oh well, if there sometimes there are dual lines. There was a dual line available, but it was morning, so that's the only reason I didn't take it. But there are people that are dual, so they do both checkpoint and baggage, and it depends on where they're needed. There are some people that are just baggage, and that's all they do. There's some people that are just checkpoint, like so far me. So
And Tyrus, of course, trying to do comparison shopping. The things I see while driving the bus.
I'm sure.
When you are in your car and your phone is mounted, whatever is on your screen, the bus driver can see it. Had an unwanted show today.
Hmm?
When you're
What?
in your car and your phone is mounted,
Oh, if it's on the that
is he talking about like the car in front of him? I'm not
it
sure.
had to be the car to the side, but why are you looking at the car on the side? Or why are you looking at another car? Pay attention to driving, bro.
Yeah, unless he's talking about like being at a stoplight.
That's
I,
the
f-
only thing I can
I
think of.
feel like he's not giving us enough detail to comprehend.
Yeah, I'm confused. But I'm okay by that.
Yeah, I mean, you specifically are easily confused. So,
Well, not just by this story, I'm confused.
mhm, mhm.
Yeah. Anyway.
So yeah. Anything else fun and or exciting before we go?
No man, just I'll be working New Year's Eve, so hopefully by midnight, hopefully we can kind of go out and maybe see some of the fireworks before they end.
I mean, most of the fireworks shows are 15, 20 minutes. So
Yeah, and the one out here is actually insane. Apparently, all the hotels are like the whole whoever sets it up, it's all connected. So it's like that's why it's so. I thought each hotel kind of did their own thing. No, but well, maybe they have in the past, but this year they're all connected, and so that should be very interesting to see.
and Tyrus clarifies his story a little bit. He was at a stoplight and behind a car that I guess a gentleman was driving and either was FaceTiming with his girlfriend or was on an OnlyFans page.
Awesome.
The old lady standing next to Tyrus wasn't happy. Well, why is she standing next to you on the bus? She should be sitting down.
Yeah, sit your ass down,
Get to the back of the bus.
old lady. Nobody wants you right here. And if she's like, why are you upset? Because somebody else is watching something. Like, don't be mad.
I mean, I will say that whoever's driving a vehicle should not be spending their time driving, watching.
Of course they shouldn't, but people do. So hey, what are you gonna do? But at the same time, like, why are you mad? Like, it's not that big a deal.
Mhm,
Unless they drive it stupid, then I can understand why you'd be mad. But
mhm, mhm. Agreed. I noticed you have a new TV.
Merry Christmas to me.
So you got that for yourself?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
It's quite large.
It is. It's very large.
I feel like for the size of that room, it's a little too big.
That's a lot of people said that, but at the same time, it pretty much takes up it fills up that wall space that I had.
Yeah.
So that's primarily why I got the size I did. Was just because I was like, I want to fill this wall up, and that's what I'm gonna do it with.
So what'd you do with your old TV?
It is downstairs now.
So it's like in the living room?
Yeah.
Which you did not have a TV in there previously.
We did have a TV down there, but we just kind of moved it because the one that we have down there, it was having issues. I don't know if it's the same issue. Like we've had some weird issues with our cable boxes lately, where they've gone out randomly. But that TV, particularly in particular downstairs, it would like there was moments when it would like freeze
Mm-hmm.
during a commercial or something. And some actually, no, I don't think it did during shows, but it would mostly be commercials. It would freeze and then it would catch back up. And it's not like it would like fast forward through the commercials, but it would just jump to the wherever the next commercial was, or two in some cases. But yeah, so far, I don't think we've had that problem with the new TV. Trying to figure out why the sound bar is not 100% working, because there's the audio cables that are in, but it's not picking it up that way. So we're trying to figure that portion out. But
And going back to Tyrus saying the old lady standing next to him wasn't happy, Jeff says that was Tyrus's date.
got him.
And Tyrus is, I guess, excited not have to look at your headboard anymore.
What are you talking about? You weren't looking at my headboard before,
Yeah, I don't know.
or my bedroom door.
Yes.
It's still back there. We just kind of, I'm blocking it today. So, it gives us a little something else.
Indeed. Well,
Hanging it up.
I'm still pretty buzzing from 2 big old coffees. So I feel like I could. Here's the hard part. Like I feel like I could go on and do another hour of this show, but I do have to get up early because I do, still work in the mornings.
You do.
So I don't know if I've told you, but I actually work 7 a.m. now. Yeah, so I get up at 5 a.m.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Well, it's nice because I get theoretically I get off at 3:30, and I'm able to come home and work on Murphy's or work on Oak Bridge or whatever before it's time to start making dinner for the wife and kid. And
yeah.
So it is nice in that regard. I get like an hour's worth of time to do some stuff, rather than getting off at 5, rushing home, make dinner.
Yeah.
No
cool.
time.
Now, is it the set time that you're supposed to be there, or is it kind of like
so
you kind of chose?
I chose 7 to 3:30 as my scheduled shift. The interesting thing is the last number of weeks, a lot of those days I've had to work more than that because there've just been ongoing meetings. And we've got Whitey Walsh checking in over on Kick.
Whitey Walsh.
Whitey Walsh.
Yo,
what's good,
happening?
Whitey? What's good, Whitey Walsh?
What happening?
And we've got Tyrus. No more working from home. How's that adjusting? It's been what? I think I started this job mid-October. So
a couple months, yeah.
Over 2 months now. It's fine. There are some aspects to being in the office that I see, especially with this specific role that I'm doing, it being beneficial.
Yeah.
I would say in general, though, there's a lot of this stuff I could still do from home and probably be more productive. And James, how's your day going?
Not bad. It's been kind of chill today. My dad left this morning, so he was here with us over the holiday, which was nice.
Did he go back up to the sky?
Huh?
Your father left you.
Oh boy,
he was with you for the holidays.
Yeah, no, he went back to California.
Yeah, well, that's like going to hell.
Oh, I don't know that much, but anyway, but yeah, no, he left this morning. Like, I got this new TV mounted, and yeah, but other than that, I mean, yeah, today's been cool.
Yeah, I was not feeling great last night or this morning, so I actually took the day off from work. And I spent the day getting caught up on stuff. I didn't even get to sleep in because my kid decided to come wake me up this morning. And then she wanted me to take her to school this morning, even though my wife normally does, and it was just like, okay. I can't really say no. Normally I go to work, and so I can't because I've already left.
Yeah.
And as for whatever reason, Tyrus is always complaining about Santana Row. I don't know.
Santana. Well, I guess is it busy over there? I mean, no, it's kind of busy over there, but I don't remember it being any more busy as far as buskers go.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Anyways, so by the time I got back from having, taken her to school and stuff, it was like, all right, can I go back to sleep? And it was like, I'm not even close to tired. So, all right, I'm just going to go get some stuff done. So, it was a productive day. I got a lot of stuff done, and I got to rest. Like I got to sit and relax, and I did lay on the couch at one point for a little while. I never fell back asleep.
Let's see.
But it is nice once in a while to just take a day off and
recharge.
Yeah.
Got to get those batteries filled back up.
Well, it's weird because this last weekend, right? It was a 3-day weekend. This weekend coming up is a 3-day weekend.
Yes, that's great.
But those days are filled with because all three of us are off together, and so you have to find something to keep busy.
Wait, did she have school? Did she have school yesterday? Yesterday?
No. So Jenny, my wife, took yesterday off and hung out with the kid and did some stuff yesterday.
Interesting. So, because I know, because I thought the schools were closed for the next 2 weeks, but maybe because.
Well, you're thinking of public school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she's in yeah.
Yeah. So,
but even private schools do like that. I mean,
yeah, there are some weird days that she has off that I'm like, what?
Teacher admin, the admin days.
Where it's like, okay, I guess one of us, Jenny or I, are gonna have to use, sick leave or annual leave or whatever.
Oh, that's what I meant to ask. Actually, did she like her present?
Did she not send you the video of her trying it on and stuff?
No.
Oh, I would say yes. I know that she was going to be washing, and then trying it out actually, but it looked nice to me. I'm going back and looking. Oh man, it's too late now for me to get this set up, but I've got to at least talk about this really quickly. So I don't know if you can see this image.
Captain Crunch.
This is
oatmeal,
Toast Crunch oatmeal. Captain Crunch oatmeal. Oops, all berries. Captain Crunch oatmeal.
I've had the Cinnamon Toast Crunch oatmeal.
Okay, so is it basically just oatmeal with some cinnamon sugar dust, or
yeah?
So if you didn't put the cinnamon sugar dust on it, it would just taste like bland oatmeal.
It's just, even with the cinnamon sugar dust is still bland oatmeal.
Oh, okay.
It's not. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a little bit better than just plain oatmeal, but it's not much better. I mean, you still gotta, yeah.
And I forgot to do this one as well. I apologize, but I came across this children's book, and I just couldn't resist to share this with you. Hookers and Blow Save Christmas.
Hookers and Blow?
Yes, it is
a kid's book.
It is indeed. It is a book. Awesome. It is a book about a snowplow truck that's blowing snow off the road, and a tow truck
that
a hook on the back.
Yes.
Yes. So Hookers and Blow Save Christmas.
Wow. That's awesome. Oh man.
It is real. Look it up if you don't believe me.
That's awesome. What a
that whoever that author is was like, okay, it's a kid's book, but I want to get parents who are like, I have to get this book purely.
Yeah, because I have to get it for me, but I will read it to my child because it's funny. But yeah. They bought it. That's a number one seller just because it's funny. The title alone is funny.
Yes.
Hookers and Blow. Hookers. Why is he called Hookers?
Because he hooks up cars to take them to tow them to where they need to go.
That's fun. Hookers and Blow Save Christmas. That is what a great title. Oh man, that's funny.
You're going to be looking that up after we're done. I'm sure.
I'm so got to look that up.
So yes, I apologize for not having that, prepared.
Yeah, the oatmeals. I haven't. I kind of want the Oops All Berry. I kind of want to try because I'm a fan of the Captain Crunch. But yeah, I was just kind of like, oh, okay,
just okay.
Yeah, it's like because in the pack. So what it is, how it's set up in the packs. There's a pack of oatmeal and there's a pack of topping, and so there. I think there's like six. There's like six total or something like that. So there's 6 packs of oatmeal and 6 toppings, and so you just throw them together.
Gotcha. And evidently, there's a couple other books. I'm trying to see if
that Naked Santa.
I'm not. I'm trying to. Okay, let's see if this shows up a little bit bigger. Fritz the Farting Reindeer.
Make sure he's not in the front.
And 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, and Santa needed to pee. Needed to poo. Sorry.
Oh dang. Dang.
Guess what's coming down your chimney?
The sleigh wasn't set up. The sleigh. He's not set up. He's not set up to poop.
Yeah, because you got to think this dude's going for 24 hours around the world. He's gonna have to drop a deuce at some point.
I would think that would be that's an in-flight thing, man. The sleigh's set up for that.
I gotta ask, did you happen to read that story in your book that was earmarked?
Oh, you know what? I did not. I apologize. I totally said I would, and I forgot. I did forget. I did. However, I did set up the Santa Claus and the Elf, like I said I was going to do, and I made a video. Actually, I had to edit that video on my phone because I was like, oh, I need to. But yeah.
Well, you have homework. I'm expecting that by next week you're able to speak about your story.
I think you already kind of told me about that story, but I was already looking at the pictures, going, suspect. But hey, it's
also I never saw your 'Twas the Night Before Christmas.
Yeah. That was so I had to work that day, and I did not get the last artwork until the morning of, and so I was not able to get that. I was trying to get it completed at work, as I thought I was going to be able to, but yeah, that fell apart. So I got to reach out to the artist, talk to them about that, and find out.
Well, you just said you got the last art, so
I got the last art the morning of.
Right, so you have everything you need to put it together now.
Yeah, but it's kind of late. I mean, I guess I could put it together and then have it ready for next year. Yeah, I could.
Well, you could also just get it ready, put it out there, and then rebroadcast it.
That's true. I could do that, but yeah.
Did you already record you reading it?
I have a ton of recordings of me reading it.
A clean one?
Yeah, I have a clean like 3 of those readings. So, yeah, anyway. But yeah, no, I can get that done too, and just have it ready. But I think if I do it, I want to do it. Yeah, we'll see. I'll figure it out.
Fair enough. Well, you got anything else?
Nah. I just need to get back to these scripts, my friend.
Fair enough. Well, with that being the case, I guess I would have to just say that